the back squat. One of my favorite exercises and a movement that gives you absolute huge benefits so you can execute a lot of power and make you stronger and fundamentally a better athlete. All right, I'm going to take you through my tips, exactly how I want you to execute the back squat. I'm going to say deadlift then. How I want you to execute the back squat, how are you going to approach the barbell, how are you going to set your feet, and a couple of top tips that I want you to do and always think about when you've got a load on your back to sit down, get straight back up. All right, so you're going to normally have the barbell in the rack position. What we want to do is get a nice tight torso, and that's going to be dictated by the width or narrowness where we put our hands. And then we're also going to look at the foot position. So depending on, there's no right or wrong. Okay, so you can have quite a narrow stance or you could have a wider stance. It does depend on a bit of biomechanics, what you're comfortable with, and also what you're used to. But ultimately, we want to move the weight well and in a solid way. So I'm going to give you a generalization and tell you what I do that normally works for most people. And if you're different, you just ask me and we work on that as well. All right, so approaching the barbell. What I normally do is I'll take a thumb width away from the nailing on the barbells. Most barbells will have some kind of nailing on, they'll have a smooth element, normally smooth all the way through. So I'll take a thumb width away. This is going to give me normally about an outside grip on the shoulders. I'll come under the barbell and position that bar on the top of my shoulders. There is a position where you can go low bar back squat. We're not going to look at that. I always want you to execute a high bar back squat. The reason why is because it transfers a lot over to other things that we do, more so than a powerlifting low bar back squat. So thumb width away, we put that barbell on the top of our back, we drive under. You're going to get underneath it and stand up. Take one step back. And now the width that you're going to put your feet, bear with me. I'm going to turn around for the purpose of the video. So the width that we're going to put our feet, we've got hip width, we've got about shoulder width. You're going to be somewhere in amongst this position. Feet wise as well, you want to slightly point the toes out. They're not going to be hugely out, and they're not going to be straight dead forward. They're going to be just a couple of degrees out. With the elbows pointing down, with the chest remaining in the upright position as much as we can. And when we go down into the squat, we're going to break the hips first, and the rest should follow. So break the hips, and then sit. Allow the knees to go over the toes. Hit the deadlift position, and then drive up. I'm going to do a couple of reps with a little bit of control. Once I've then hit the deadlift position, I'm going to drive up with force and power. Chest up. What you notice as well is on my last rep there, I took a deep breath. When that weight starts to getting a little bit heavier, we want to be able to brace our core and use it as internal pressure, a bracing system, keep this load under absolute control. So you can do a big brace and then go down to your squat. We'll just do one more time facing the barbell and do a full approach for you. So I'll come in, get my grip on the barbell, I'm gonna come under the bar, 2 feet under the barbell, stand up, one step back, instantly got my foot position just outside my hips, nice upright chest, big breath. And then walk the barbell back in. That's your back squat.